What's going on, guys? I decided to go on here, do a live event, and kind of talk about nighttime bass fishing. It's one of my favorite ways to catch them during the summer. It is so hot, it is so brutal down here in South Georgia that sometimes you simply got to get out that heat and try to catch some giant bass during the nighttime. But we'll let everybody get on here, and then from that point on, we actually start getting into some things, breaking down some baits, and also talking about some of the tips and techniques that's going to help you hopefully catch more bass during nighttime. So, like I said, we'll give it a couple minutes and then kind of jump into things. Hey, what's up, man? You fishing right now? That's where I would love to be fishing right now, but unfortunately, I'm not out there. Right now, right before nighttime, if it was me, I'd actually be throwing top water baits, man. I'll be bringing out the whopper plopper or the buzz bait. Those would be two baits if I was actually fishing right now, right before it gets dark. That's like prime conditions to actually get out there and catch a giant fish. So, guys, we're gonna give it a couple more minutes. We're gonna get into some of the baits. We're gonna get into tips and techniques, and also what days that you're actually gonna want to plan to night fish on. Now, well, we might as well start, guys. Let's see, it is about 9:11, so it's been a couple of minutes. So let's get into it. Now, first thing, when you're night fishing, one of the most important things is to pick a day to where it's actually super sunny. Because on those super sunny days, bass are going to be slow and lethargic. They're not going to move around during your normal day. It's just super hot. So at nighttime is when they're going to do most of their feeding. So also, guys, if you fish a highly pressured area, nighttime is going to be one of your best spots to catch that potential trophy and actually get on some really good sized bass. What's going on? Fishing Freak Outdoors, what's up, man? Glad to have you in the house. Thanks for the support, man. Now, nighttime is going to be your best option to fish on those high pressure lakes, especially if it's a public place. But make sure you check and see if you actually can fish publicly in those public lakes. Some places you can fish, some places you can't. But hey, if you want to break the law and fish at nighttime, so be it. That's on you. Now, back to what I was saying. Nighttime fishing is best on hot, sunny days because those bass are slow and lethargic and they want to cool down at nighttime. Hey, Bass Life, what's up, man? How's it going on? What's up, Kim? All right, so they want to feed up at nighttime, and also it takes some of that pressure off of those bass that's actually getting beat up throughout the day from all your bank fishermen and also your boat fishermen. So nighttime is going to be your best option for pursuing those highly pressured fish. Now, another big thing is the full moon. You're gonna have some of your best night fishing days 3 days before the full moon and 3 days after the full moon. Those are peak times to actually chase those nighttime bass fishing. What's up, guys? What's going on, man? Just kind of reading some of y'all comments. Ints, what's up, man? How you doing? Dear Slayer, good to have you in the house. Now, the full moon is gonna be the best time to chase those giant bass because when you have the full moon, a bass can just simply look up and pretty much see everything. They're gonna be looking for that silhouette right above them. They're gonna be listening for loud sounds, and with that full moon, it's pretty much like the day for them itself, but it's a whole lot cooler. So I love to fish the full moon 3 days before, 3 days after, and also as much as you guys know, the morning during a full moon is horrible. So you're actually want to target those full moon nights and fish. The fly fishing Jersey. What's up, bro? Good to have you in the house. Let's see, this layer. Top water at night, absolutely. Now, guys, fishing nighttime can be sketchy. Now, this is a personal preference. When I'm fishing at nighttime, I usually wear a headlamp, but I only turn it on to find out where I'm at. And then once I found out where I'm at, I turn it off and I get back to fishing. Now, top water, like I said, it's one of the funnest ways to catch fish at nighttime. And guys, it will scare you to death. You can literally have a fish blow up right at your feet. Now, I do have some baits I like to use at nighttime. One is the Whopper Plopper. Now, this is a new Whopper Plopper for me. I have never caught a fish on this one. This is actually the 190. Guys, the 130 has been phenomenal for me. But the 190 is going to be one of the baits that I use. This thing makes a ton of noise. It's actually good for muskie and bass. So this is a humongous size bait. Now, another big thing I have a lot of questions is what color baits to use for nighttime black. Now, I must say this one creates so much noise it really doesn't matter to me. Um, it is not a black bait, but it will still get bit. The Flying Jersey, yeah, man, this thing is pretty massive, man. But black is gonna be one of your best options. And guys, some of my best bats actually came at nighttime, like right before dark, and probably within 30 minutes after it turns dark. Another really cool thing that I actually learned from reading is if you can find a spot where there's a ton of vegetation, a lot of times the bats will be closed at nighttime because it's going to release the most oxygen. Oxygen is really key during summer because it's so hot. So look for full moon days, look for oxygen, and try to target that window right before dark and right after dark. Those are good times to concentrate on those bats. Now, I have a couple baits to show to you guys. I just want to read some of these questions and make sure I get caught up with everything too. Let's see. All right, cool, cool. Fly Jersey, we definitely gotta link up pretty soon, man. Let's see. What's going on, Carolina? Fishing with Zach, you in the hospital? Oh man, hope you can get well, dude. Gotta get healthy. Alex, I was fishing for crappie with a small minnow. Let me see, guys. I'm just trying to read some of these questions and get caught out. I want to explain to some of you guys questions. All right, let's see. Alex said he was fishing for a small crankbait and caught a bass that was so close to 8 pounds. That's insane, man. An 8 pound bass is a solid bass. That is a trophy any day of the week. Let's see, Fly Jersey. I just got a 5.66 pound bass 2 days ago. Nice, bro. That is solid, man. And this layer, you get well with that hip too, man. All right, let's go over a couple baits I'm actually going to be using. Let's see. Hey, what's up, Mr. Paris? Good to have you in the house. When was the last time you fished Curry Creek? I haven't been there recently. I fished the main lake for the most part. Let's see. All right, one of the baits I'm actually going to use a whole lot, guys, is going to be this wake bait. This is a two-face wake bait. I'm probably going to do a review on it pretty soon. It's pretty neat. What it does is it actually swims right on the surface. You crank the handle down a couple times, it actually will go subsurface. And also you can walk it like a dog. So this is going to be a great bait right before nighttime and also a great bait at nighttime. Now the maker of this bait has a lot of different colors, but I chose this color because a lot of the bass in my area are really dark, and also it has a dark profile that stand out when the bass is looking up at nighttime. And also with it being so wide, this creates a huge V, which is hopefully going to get those bass keyed in on this particular bait. Now this one is kind of crazy. This is a frog, guy. This is a Spur King Daddy. Spur King Daddy frog. It is a massive frog. Now this one, you're gonna want to have a really stiff rod to drive the hooks in on this bait. It is massive. It actually weighs like 1 ounce. Now when I bought this particular bait, I did not think it was gonna be quite this big, but it is a killer. The Flying Jersey. Have you ever heard of a popping pickle? I haven't, man. That's one I have to check out. I haven't heard of a popping pickle, so that's new, man. There's so many baits out there. But this frog is also really great when you're actually coming over mats. It will actually compress the mats down, and the fish will still be able to locate it pretty good. So this is the Spur King Daddy in black. This is one of my favorite ones. Let's see. I've heard of the Tickle Pickle also. Hey guys, that's new to me, but I'm all about learning. Now, this one, guys, like I have had this bait for a year and I still haven't gotten bit on it. This is a rat, and it is a huge rat. Just kind of give you an idea how big it is. I'm actually thinking about doing a top water video with just big baits. Would you guys be interested in seeing that? Like I'm gonna use like the Whopper Popper 190, the two-face, and also the rat bait. So I'm just thinking about doing that. That'll be like a big baits top water video. Let's see, Logan, have you ever caught anything on the rat? No, bro. I haven't caught anything on the rat yet. Truthfully, I don't think I actually dedicated the time with this rat. Usually I'm throwing the Whopper Popper. I'm kind of addicted to it. And other baits for the most part. But I'm going to start throwing this rat a whole lot more. It's a tip for you guys with rats too. Whenever you have a time and place when it floods and the water is pushed way up, those bass actually a lot of times move inward. And a rat is a really good option for flooded water. So just a heads up on that too. Flying Jersey, don't forget to smash that like button. I appreciate the support, homie. I definitely do. So whenever you have big floods, lots of water, the water level is way up, throw a rat, guys. A rat is a really good option for that. Now, this is a pretty neat bait. Some of you guys who watched the videos when I was actually down in Florida through this bait. This is the Grand Lures Toad. let's see. It's like a horny toad, but on steroids. This thing is massive. Now, I will be doing this at nighttime, especially around lily pads. My good buddy Kim Johnson recommended that for me too. Kim, what's up, man? Make the top water I need to see. Uh-oh, sorry, your comment disappeared. Let me get it pulled back up. All right, let's see. Make that top water I need to see that big rat. Kim, I'm working on it, man. And you have all the rats, Kim, so we should make that video together. We need to make it happen. Now, this thing is a killer gas. I will be using this at nighttime. Those legs just make so much sound. It's almost like a whopper plopper, but I can throw this directly over lily pads at night. So that would be insane to catch a fish on this one. I have had multiple blowups on it so far, so I know it will get bit. And that is the Grand Lures bait. Now, guys, there's a couple of things for nighttime fishing that you want to also remember too. Is black baits. Black baits are your friend. Top water can be phenomenal at nighttime. Fish near the full moon cycle. Now, if you have to fish on a new moon, you're gonna actually want to fish in the morning for the new moon because it is pitch dark. Now, if you're fishing at nighttime during a new moon, make sure you bring a bait. It's gonna make some noise, or make sure you're using everything to your advantage. If you're throwing a worm at nighttime, make sure you put some scent on it so the bass can smell it. With it being pitch dark, they can't see as much, but also that is a good time to trick a trophy bass because you literally have to kind of bump it in front of their face when you're fishing at nighttime, and they have to smell it and use all their senses. So, full moon is my favorite. And that was 3 days before, 3 days after, but also the new moon too. If you're fishing the new moon, make sure you have a bait that's gonna make some noise. All right, let me catch up with some of those comments, guys. How's fishing been for you all? I know for me, it's starting to slow down a little bit. I actually just brought a fly fishing setup too, man, just to mix things up and catch some trout and also try to catch some bass on the fly. All right, guys, just kind of catching up with the comments. Alex says, literally a 7 pounder just broke off my whopper plopper. Oh my God, man. That hurts, bro. I know that blow up was probably like a taut blow first, though. It's nothing like getting a blow up on those whopper ploppers. Logan, how do you recommend to fish the soft bait? Uh-oh, sorry. How do you recommend to fish the soft baits? Because I always get skunked when I use one. Kind of depends on what you're going to be using, Logan. I use a lot of plastic worms. You're going to want to use a bullet weight. Also, you can do a Zoom trick worm, a Cinco, Sykes 10-inch bait. And there's a couple methods. You can do it all kind of different ways. You can drag the worm along the bottom. You also can drag it and then hop it. You're going to want to make sure you hold your rod tip up when you're fishing the worm so you can feel everything. So throw it out there, let it fall directly to the bottom. Don't start working it until it falls on the bottom, because many times when you throw it out there and you let it fall, they hit it on the drop. Let's see. You can make sure I catch it. Midwest Angler, what's up, man? What part of the country do you fish in? South Georgia, in the middle part of Georgia. So let's see. The flying jersey, that'd be dope to catch a bass on a fly rod. Can't wait to see that video. I'm practicing. I am not a professional when it comes to fly fishing, but it's fun and it's unique. It's something that's going to be different, and I can't wait to get more into it. Once I really get into fly fishing, guys, I want to get into catching a redfish on the fly and also maybe a tarpon, but that's once your boy's skills get better. I'm a rookie. Right now, I could not tangle with a fish of that caliber. It would be ugly, but it'd probably be funny. I'm sure you guys would get a laugh out of that one. All right, let me read a couple more of these questions. All right. Let's see, Logan. How do you fish a soft bait frog? I gotta say that in my question. I'm still working on the frog fishing. I am not a professional frog fisherman. That is probably one of my weakest things that I do right now. I'm actually learning myself. I caught one fish. Let me see, maybe 2 fish on the frog this year. I actually caught the one fish in the middle of the pond at nighttime, just working this giant frog. This frog is insane. I caught like a 1 pound bass on this massive frog. So frog fishing, I am still working on it. Hopefully I can link up with one of my really good buddies. He is a phenomenal frog fisherman. I think it's Backwood Bassin 88. One of the best frog fishermen around, and hopefully get some tips from him and bring you guys some better frog fishing videos. Because one of my goals this year was to catch a frogfish over 7 pounds. I haven't gave up on it, but I'm still gonna make it happen and give it my best. Let's see. Fernando, what's happening, bro? Good to have you in the house, man. Let's see. Let me catch up with some of these comments. What is your favorite big bait? Favorite big bait? I think it's actually in my tackle box, but it's the 8-inch bull shad from Mike Buka. That's my favorite big bait. Now, this one, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. The Wild Beat, when I first bought this bait, I was iffy about it. I didn't know if I liked it, but I had to dedicate to about 5 or 6 hours to fishing it. I actually took a trip up to the mountains, and I was blown away on what this bait can do, man. I legitimately had a 8-pound bass follow this bait for like 30 feet. No joke, guys. Let me take it out and show you. I know you guys probably seen the video on it. Um, it's nothing like having this bait in hand. It is massive. Let's see. It's making change. Where are you from? I actually live in Athens, Georgia. I'm from South Georgia originally, near the Statesboro area. I would tell you my hometown, but you probably don't know where it's at because it's a small town. This has become my favorite big bait. This thing is massive. It is 11 inches, 6.5 ounces. It's a big bait. This thing will draw fish in like no other. I have fished with other fishermen who have swim baits beside me. This one will draw them in. Like I said, I had an 8-pounder follow up for 30 minutes. 30 feet. I had multiple fours. There's been times when I had 10 or 15 fish follow this one bait. Be a badass bait. This thing is the truth. That's my favorite bait right now as far as the big baits. All right, cool. Let me get back into this, guys. Answer some of your questions before I get behind. All right, let's see. Kim, let's see. Gonna jack them on the fly. Absolutely, Kim. I may need some tips for you, but it's gonna be fun. Logan M, I really only fished saltwater one time from a dock. I should have some, I only fished saltwater one time from the dock, but I should have some more saltwater fishing videos coming soon. I really want to get into it. It looks like a ton of fun. All right, let's see. Oh, what's up, bro? Good to have you in here. If you come to Central Florida, I'll take you on my jumbo. Hey, man, I will take you up on it. Let's see. Anthony Jones, what's up, bro? What's up, cuz though? Athens in the house. Exactly, man. And y'all, Anthony has one of the best John boats in the game, bar none. So we'll probably link up with him pretty soon and do like a really cool video. Like I said, he has an insane John boat. It is ridiculous. So y'all be sure to check out his channel too. That dude is a master craftsman when it comes to boats. Let's see, Alex, where do you recommend to fish in Athens? It's a few spots, man. Like Athens is a tough spot to fish in. You have Sandy Creek. I do a lot of my fishing, honestly, to be truthfully, at Charlie Elliott. I make a drive. It's about an hour, but it's big fish there, and it's around, I think, 14, 15 lakes at least. So it gives me options. If they're not bad in one spot, I can go to another one. You have a lot of great reservoirs around you too, man. You can go Bell Lake. It's hit or miss, man, but it's mainly catfish. There's some bass in there. Trying to think what else. There's actually another little small pond, I think, actually on UGA campus you can try out too. All right, let me get into the questions. All right. Oh man, we have a lot of people in Athens in the house. That's what's up. Have you used that massive bait at night? I haven't used it at nighttime yet. That'd be pretty interesting though, man. Like it does have some drawing power and it is, like you said, a pretty big bait. Let me just put this down for a minute and get back into some of the questions. Guys, in your area, what has the fish been biting for y'all? Like, what's been y'all go-to baits right now? Let's see, Logan M. Saltwater fishing is so damn fun. I bet so. Sharks, woohoo, Spanish mackerels, bluefish are in season. Bluefish in their season are fun. I bet, man. I can't wait to do some saltwater fishing, man. It's kind of mix things up. Right now, bass fishing slows down a ton. It's either early in the morning, or either late in the afternoon. That's going to be your best shot to catch numbers and big fish. So, and far as filming is hard at nighttime, guys. It's hard to make really cool videos when you're filming at nighttime. So that's the only challenge, but that's honestly when those big bass come out. So we're gonna mix it up and hopefully I can do a couple videos for you guys as far as nighttime bass fishing. It's like I said, it's fun. The blow-ups are explosive and almost startling because sometimes you can have a giant fish blow up right at your feet out of nowhere when you're fishing at nighttime. You actually have to be careful too. Always wear boots at nighttime if you're fishing from the shore because you don't know if you're gonna walk up on a snake or if you have to go down into the water to get a fish. So just make sure you be careful. Big fish, but definitely sketchy and epic blow-ups. Like it will definitely surprise you fishing at nighttime. Yep. Also, guys, if you have any other questions, just give me a holler and we'll jump in that too. This Wednesday, I actually should also be hopefully dropping my chatterbait video. I want to do my top three chatterbaits, how I like to rig them up as far as trailers, and how I like to fish them too, and also kind of break down my setup for chatterbait. It's one of my baits that I'm the most confident in. So yeah, guys, what are you guys confident baits? What is your go-to baits, and what's working for you right now? Let me get some input for you guys. Let's see. Also, I know for lately for me, it's been dragging a worm. A lot of times, if you get past like 10 o'clock, it's super warm. So I've been dragging a worm. Not the most exciting way to fish, but it definitely gets fish. It catches fish anywhere across the country. So worm fishing has been one of the staples, and I've been throwing big baits. So hopefully I get pretty good, get bit pretty soon, and drop some really cool videos for you guys too. Let's see. All right. Trying to make sure I caught up with everybody else's questions, make sure I didn't miss anything. Let's see. Cool. I think we all caught up, guys. But yeah, so definitely hoping some cool videos coming soon. I'm gonna try to hit up the mountains, do some trout fishing, uh, also switch things up and do some maybe pan fishing too, and catch some catfish. I still haven't broken one of my catfish rods yet. Let's see. Kim says he's been catching them on the jackhammer. I actually just recently got the jackhammers in the unboxing box that I did, so that's gonna be interesting to try those out. Let's see. Expecting change. All swim baits in Cali. Nice, man. Now, I know you said swim baits in Cali. How's the hood working for you guys? I know it's a slow bait for right now, but I cannot buy a bait sometimes on a hood. I struggle with the hood. Let's see, trying to catch my first trout. Nice, man. Yeah, if you're trying to catch your first trout and you live in this area, you should actually try out Helen. Some cool spots in Helen. If you do a little bit of research, you actually can find a lot of streams in that area too that are actually gonna have trout. Let me see, catch up with some of these questions, guys. Logan, what is your favorite fishing setup and what is your dream fishing setup? All right, my favorite fishing setup. My favorite fishing setup that I have right now, I'm gonna probably go with my chatterbait setup. It's the Combat Evergreen stick, and it's the Lose Hyper Mag. So kind of an expensive setup, but man, oh man, uh, I love it. I love on the chatterbait. So it's definitely just a really cool setup, man. I can launch it a mile. Now the rod is a glass rod, which is really moderate. So when I hook a fish, it can play the fish a little bit more. I don't have to worry about it jumping and getting off. And the Hyper Mag is super lightweight. Now, dream setup, I don't know, man. That one gotta go both ways, man. Ugh. Let's see, dream setup, man. Dream setup, I guess, would probably be one of the Calcutta reels, one of the gold ones. And let's see, probably a LDC rod. So probably about $1,000 setup for swim baits. Alex, have you ever fished with smallies? No, I haven't fished with smallies. Oh, and that brings me to another thing, guys. I have my trolling motor, and I also have a rudder for the Pelican Bass Rudder because it helps with triking. I am this close, guys, to get the Pelican Bass Rudder all set up. I need a battery and a charger for my battery. And guys, I will be on the water and I will be on a mission. I have some really cool reservoirs I want to hit up in my area. Far as let's see, um, Lake Burner, I'm gonna hit up. I'm gonna also hit up Harleyburg Creek, Bear Creek, uh, the Cummers Watershed. I have tons of watersheds. I mean, tons of reservoirs around me that have big fish in them. And also, I found some lakes up in North Georgia that have. Sorry, guys, got something in mind. I found some lakes in North Georgia that also have smallies. So smallies are definitely on my list, and I do plan on catching them. Let's see. Bear Creek is the best. Bear Creek is solid. I've caught fish at Bear Creek before. It's just really tough if you're fishing from the shoreline. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you guys. I made a mistake at Bear Creek, and I was trespassing. I didn't know it, but I was like killing bass, but I was trespassing. All right. Let me jump back to this question. Uh, Caroline says, was using a square bill today around rocks. Wasn't very productive, but weekends can be crowded and limited on bank spots. Weekends are rough, especially near. So weekends are rough, especially for a bank fisherman. You get a lot of boat traffic, a lot of people on the water, point blank. So I know what you mean. I try to fish during the weekdays when I can, but sometimes you gotta fish where you can fish, and that's all you can do. Let's see, Alex, you need a boat or a kayak. I have a boat, man. I have the Pelican Bass Raider. Um, One day I may get a kayak, but right now I'm hooking up my Pelican Bass Raider. I kind of like it because I can fish with two people. I drug it around the woods. I have taken that thing in all kind of places. I caught the 7 pounder out of the Pelican Bass Raider on the recent video. So, like I about have it hooked up, guys. Like I have the mini coater right to my side, in the rudder. Like once I get those batteries on and the charger, it will be on and popping. Let me see. Let me get back to some of these questions. Eggs making change. I do, but I fish a Hud bait at Clear Lake in Cali. Okay, yeah. Clear Lake, I heard phenomenal things about. That's just one of those classic, iconic lakes. I would definitely love to fish there one day. I also want to fish in Mexico in a couple of years and fish Barak or either Sugar Lake. That would be probably pretty cool to fish one of those spots. So, and hopefully, guys, we have some really cool trips planned. Throughout the year. Probably gonna meet up with my bud Ted again to hit up Florida. Also probably gonna maybe go to South Carolina, do some frog fishing. What else? Hopefully get on some saltwater fish. Hopefully, keep your fingers crossed, and also meet up with Austin and fish Lake Seminole, and catch some shoal bass. Shoal bass is one of the species I really want to catch. I'm gonna try to do a little bit more river fishing, probably the next month or two, just because it's so hot in these ponds and lakes. The river fishing is a little bit cooler, and I can catch some spots, some stroll bass, and just try multiple different species, and also break up my fly rod. Doing some river fishing too. So river fishing should be big into play for me over the next month and a half. Alex says, have you used the Googan baits? I have used the Googan baits. The Bandito bug is no joke. It is legit. That is the one I use the most. And I actually caught, I think, a 6.5, 6.9 pound bass on the Bandito bug. So the Bandito bug is legit. I like that bait. Let's see. Get back into some of you guys' questions. Let's see. Making change X. Cali Delta, you can catch saltwater and freshwater fish. That's pretty neat, man. That is pretty diverse fishery. That sounds pretty epic, man. I heard, really cool things about the Delta. I heard it can be a challenge though because the water goes up and down. That kind of throws you off, but definitely I spotted the fish in Florida. The chances of catching a double-digit bass is insane. So this is a great place to probably fish at. Try to catch some trophies. But yeah, guys, I do want to catch a smallmouth. That's on my bucket list. And maybe a muskie next year. Let's see, Logan, do you watch Bigger Tuna? I watch it some. I used to be in love with this show, man. Just an epic show, man. I do like it. If it's fishing, I'll watch it. I don't care if it's saltwater fishing. I don't care if it's freshwater fishing or noodling. Would you guys go noodling? How many of you guys on here would go noodling? I considered it one time. I was like, bro, that is intense. I don't want to get my fingers bit off. Uh, have you caught a pickerel? I haven't caught a pickerel yet. I hooked up with one. It just got off, so no pickerels yet. But pike and muskie on my bucket list. I want to catch both of those in a gar. Haven't caught a gar before. The bowfin I caught this year was on my bucket list too. So, shoal, muskie, peacock bass. When I get down to like South Florida, will be another fish for me to chase too. But in the foreseeable future, smallmouth this year, doing some trout fishing. Uh, a gar video would be pretty cool too. Also, Alex, you should go to Lake Lanier. I thought about it. I need a boat, man, a legit boat. So me and some buddies have talked about it. I would love to catch one of those magnum spots. They have giant spots. I just saw my boy Mackie Balls caught a good size spotted bass there too. So really cool lake, big lake. All right, let's see. Logan, if you want to go for mahi, try fishing charter in the Outer Banks. Okay, yeah, mahi would be really cool, man. They jump insane. That would definitely be a really cool fish to catch. Those are legit, and they taste good. Saltwater fishing tastes good. I really don't keep freshwater fish and stuff, but crappie or anything like that. Making change eggs, you get to get yourself a tad chart. Okay, that makes sense. I don't know much about that, man. We don't have that issue in the middle of Georgia. But that would make sense to help out with that tag going up and down. But I heard it's giants in the deltas, and it's a fun place to fish. Catch up with you guys' comments. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Let's see. I think we all up to beat. But yeah, saltwater would be fun. And freshwater is anything you guys want to see from the channel. I know most of my videos are bass related. Um, but if you want to see some different types of fish, just let me know. Have you done a catfish video on your channel? No, I haven't. That is one thing that I definitely need to do is a catfish video. I actually have this really cool catfish rod on reel that I brought last year. I should be linking up pretty soon with a good buddy of mine and doing some catfish fishing. Like I would love to, just to hook into like a 20, 30, 40, 50 pound catfish. That would be epic. I also have a really good friend of mine too who fishes the Altamont River in Georgia. And that's one of the best catfish fisheries in Georgia, Point Blank, and also bass in there too. So catfish is definitely another species I need to catch. So many fish to catch, not enough of time. It's insane. Let's see. Catch and crappie videos. What do you mean a catch and cook crappie video? Or just in general? I do like to catch crappie. Just haven't done any yet. Catch and cook, yes, that would be a great video to make. And also they taste good too. You really can't beat that. I need to go up north and actually catch a walleye. They actually have walleye in Georgia. So Logan M, try the cheapest hot dog at the store and they will eat it, do a video on catfishing. Hey, I'm gonna have to do like a catfish challenge video. Just walk in the store and ask somebody to pick a hot dog. But I definitely need to catch a catfish, man. It'd be pretty epic. A lot of your best catfish sometimes bite at nighttime too, so we have to see. My homeboy Brandon is a hardcore catfisherman, so we may have to make that happen pretty soon. Get us some big catfish. So, yeah, guys. So hopefully some really good things coming soon on the channel. Like I said, I got the fly rod. I'm gonna test that out. So hopefully, by the time next year spring comes around, I'll be really good at using a fly rod. I actually be able to catch some giant bass on a different setup. Hopefully pretty soon I can do some nighttime fishing videos and kind of break out some of these giant baits. I know I showed you guys some of the baits I plan on using. The rat, the two-face weight bait, and also the Whopper Plopper 190. Just some giant baits, guys. I actually have two swim bait setups. I have the Abrod large swim and also the Abrod jumbo swim. Jumbo one can handle up to 8 to 12 ounces. And I think the large swim, let me see, the large swim goes from, sorry, I'm kind of peeking, goes from 4 to 10 ounces. And I actually use the Lose 300. Really good setups, guys. If you're actually getting into swim baiting, uh, the rod is a phenomenal rod for 150. And a lot of guys use the Dobbin Fury, also a good rod. And I highly recommend the Lose 300. Love it. I rinsed in like a 6.5 pounder and literally in like 3 seconds, guys. So it's a pretty hardcore reel. And legit, it works. I used to use the old school Lose rod back in the day. Reel, I had the Lose Super Duty. This is just a beefier, stronger version for this year. So big baits, guys, coming soon. I should do some really cool fishing with these. All right, let me catch up on some of these comments. All right, let's see. All right. Have you ever thought about making your own baits? I have, man. I need to do some more research on it. I think it'd be really cool. And it would be nothing better in the world to catch a fish on your own bait that you made. That would be truly epic. So it would be cool to make a swim bait. I love jig fishing. I would be really interested in making a jig also too. So that would be pretty fun. I should get up my buddy Ted, the mad scientist, the artist, and try to make some really cool baits. That dude is a beast. All right, let's see. You should check out the Berkeley Glow Stick for cats at night. You know what? I heard great things about the Berkeley Glow Stick, so that is one of the options I may have to check out too. That'll be definitely on my radar also too. Cool. Thanks, guys, for all the suggestions. So I definitely try to get some of these videos in motion. It'll help to light the channel up and just bring some different things to the table. So I definitely appreciate the suggestion, guys. I'm gonna definitely try to use some of these suggestions. All right, just kind of make sure I got everything answered, everybody's questions. Let's see, Alex, isn't the Zoom headquarters something like that near Athens? You're absolutely right, man. It's in Bogart. It's actually right down from the mall. If you guys are familiar with the Athens, Georgia, it's actually really close. It's probably only 7 miles from my house, which is pretty insane. So it is actually, yeah, it's actually in Athens. So, well, guys, thanks for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope to bring better content to you, and also just drop some really cool stuff, and hopefully keep your fingers crossed, catch that 10-pound bass. I know it's lurking around. Sooner or later, I'm gonna catch it. When they were on bed, I ran up against some double digits. I had probably a 10 to 12 pounder that wouldn't commit. I also saw another 10 pounder that wasn't ready to actually get on bed. So I have seen some big fish in Florida. When I lost that giant, I actually felt like I lost a 10+ pound bass. But that's how it goes, man. We're still gonna be out here doing more research, trying harder, and fishing harder. The marathon doesn't stop, guys. It will continue. So, guys, tight lines. Good luck to you. If you have any questions, hit me up on the videos. I'll take care and God bless. We'll see you guys on the next video.